Welcome to the State of the VTuber Community's special report. On our last airing, we discussed the infractions Akio Air has committed that has put both professional and personal lives of their talents at risk. This includes the deliberate inception of a minor as a part of their talent roster, as well as inappropriate joke that was used as a part of the talent's intro, which caused an uproar within the community. While preparations for the program were ongoing prior to airing, we've also caught wind of one of their ex-talents sharing her unfortunate experiences that deliberately speaks for continuous unprofessional behavior brought upon by the CEO, Jason Kuo. Please note that this program may contain mature topics that will make you feel uncomfortable. This also contains mentions of life-threatening actions. If you or someone you know needs help with overcoming suicidal thoughts, in the US, call 988 or chat at 988lifeline.org. In the UK, call 0800 689 5652 or visit spuk.org.uk. In the Philippines, call 1553 toll-free Luzon-wide or visit doh.gov.ph/ncmh crisis hotline. Elsewhere, visit who.int/health-topics/suicide for more info. In addition, this program aims at information dissemination and that personal views are only expressed by the host. We condemn the usage of this program for attacks of any form against persons or organizations involved. Now, prior to airing the September edition of State of the VTuber Community, an ex-talent going by the name of Night Owl Athena has issued a long statement regarding her unfortunate experiences with Akio Air. In her statement, she expresses that she had enough of all these legal threats and emotional abuse due to several factors such as refusal of on-time payouts, failure of support for the talents, and questionable decisions to allow a minor to be inducted as a part of their talent slate. Furthermore, Athena also adds that they offered a way to agree not to sue her by following their orders. Just streaming, no interactions, for 2 months. In the end, Akio Air, according to her, deliberately told her no promises and that they can enforce their suing tactics should they want to. It gets even worse. According to the statement, CEO Jason Kuo had been deliberately harassing her and has, in most cases, personally threatened her livelihood and career as a nurse, telling her afterwards that he is her savior and that he's trying to get her out of the legal department, summarizing that he's manipulating and emotionally abusing her in ways she couldn't comprehend. That's my own understanding when I read her statement again while writing the script. We're one down, but still have more to go. Wawa, the ex-talent behind the scrutinized Princess Nofi, has also made a statement regarding her involvement with Akio Air. This contains heavily sensitive topics in which was highlighted prior to the program proper, so tread with extreme caution. She had first signed with Akio Air last December 2022 after what described as her rock bottom in life. She just quit her job, struggling with money, and have been hospitalized after her first suicide attempt. The agency offered her help by giving her the spot as a talent. However, she realized days later that her working environment is poor, but decided to move on from the past and try to stay on a positive note. There were 2 factors that had caused these. First, the management assures that her colleagues, aka other talents, will be informed that she was a minor prior to signing the contracts. She adds, it should not have been her responsibility to inform them of such important information. Second, she has felt immense lack of comfortability due to the CEO's infractions as listed. Their accents need to be their selling point, seeing as their normal way of speaking is undervalued. Jason is not sorry and wrote an apology with the help of the talents and ChatGPT. How dare you assume my gender, says Jason when confronted by the talents about private conversations, interpreting it as invasion of privacy. Conditions have to be met before the information is received in the form of playing Overwatch. Management says items sold for very little and you're broke despite the sales of the talent's merchandise. Inappropriate jokes as outlined with the last airing. Wawa, or Nofi, suggested I love League of Legends but was later rejected by Jason, stating that your mom is a better suggestion. She also admitted that she was a minor, causing public upheaval and in turn pushed her into depression. She also stated that she once replied to a comment that she was at a legal drinking age, 16, for she was based in Belgium. Regarding NSFW, she denied those allegations, stating that she was very uncomfortable with it and that the allegations were hurtful for her. She was unaware that some of those she followed at the time were engaging in explicit jokes or content, to which she apologized. Immediately, she stated that she needed assistance from her colleagues in discerning who makes such content. She also stated that the CEO, Jason, threatened her with a lawsuit if she left in solidarity to those before her, forcing her to be silent for a few weeks. As a result, it resulted in a massive drop in her mental health due to public scrutiny and mismanagement from Akio Air. During her debut, Athena posted a statement to which the CEO deliberately chose to counter, over supporting those who debuted and fell asleep afterwards. I must say that what she dealt with from the time she signed with Akio Air to before she left in solidarity is very heartbreaking. It must have been hard for her to focus on what she did because of all the circumstances pushed against her. I hope she found peace and that Akio Air will not be pursuing her anymore. There were other statements by Kiwi VT, Megamiko Magiri, Unined, and Kumakumoto regarding their own stances against Akio Air, ranging from talent being a minor to strictly British aesthetic, but here are other key takeaways. Akio Air's Jason refused to pay talents over extensive periods. Invasion of privacy. Playing Overwatch in exchange for anything. Negative implications outside the agency. Breach of contract in their NDA for leaving in solidarity. Hours after the airing of the second edition of this program, Teddy Cambosa of VTuber News Drop has covered this story with Athena and Akio Air responding to her allegations. According to the article titled, Akio Air under fire following Athena Nightingale's exit, response to talent allegations. In Akio Air's perspective, two parties have previously agreed to peaceful termination, but cited various breaches Athena has committed. Included in those breaches were the talent's open announcement regarding her disassociation, and her slanders and defamatory allegations. Payments were made as requested by talent, and also claims there were hiccups due to new tax regulations in Taiwan for creator revenue. Akio Air vows to clear their name in the courtroom should Athena not retract her statements and publicly apologize. Topics shared here were also covered in another article titled Akio Air faces more allegations as former talents speak up. Now, I don't know what's going on in Akio Air's heads to try and counter that situation, considering their infractions against their talents are now out in the wild. How are you still threatening your ex-talents over breaches of contract, where your own breaches have impacted their lives to the lowest degree? If that's the case, then they are allowed to leave at will without any repercussions, but no. The contract stipulates that one has to obey the agency's orders in order to not get sued. But where's the respect then? How can you be respected by your talents when you deliberately use them for your own satisfaction? Jason, we need answers. Not from the managers or board of directors, but from you as a CEO. Tell the VTuber community why you enforce these stipulations when you don't do your obligations in the first place. Anyhow, in conclusion to this special report, Akio Air is still under fire from what has just been the big exit of September due to numerous infractions made against the talents, to which the agency has countered with amounts of breaches of contract. We'll see how it goes later on at VTuber News Drop, in which we'll be covering afterwards in the next special report or the October edition. But until then, this concludes the State of the VTuber Community's special report for 2 October 2023.